Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com. Now, you hear me talk a lot about the three-man militia. There's a whole lot to that, a lot that's it's really hard to clarify exactly what you get out of it. But one of the things, just one of those things, is leadership. And now I want to talk about what I look for in leadership. Now, I say I come from the world of violence. For me, the word's not quite right, but that's the best word I can come up with, is to follow. For me, well, to go along with. For me to go along with someone, there's certain things that I need to see, certain things they need to show me. And I don't mean just coming out and, doing some kind of act or something. These are things that come from what I see in the way they act, the way they carry themselves, the way they treat others. And I've talked about this before, but there's two kinds of leadership. One is with force. You make people do things. And so I will follow somebody for a short time if it looks like they're a real badass and they're really, this is somebody I really have to go along with. I will do that for a short time. But if you want my my long-term loyalty, you're going to have to come up with something a whole lot better than that. And that will be, acting good, and get something for me to have faith in you. And this is what this video is going to be about. What to look for long-term, to get my long-term loyalty. All right, first thing I look for in a leader, somebody for me to go along with in anything, is going to be honesty. I've got to know and feel that this person is honest and sincere in what it is he is inside. It's because when I follow somebody, I follow someone personally. And I've got to know that inside he is a good person that is really going to tell me exactly what's going on. I don't need stuff, rosied up or anything. I just need to know the facts, and don't hide stuff from me. And if I get that, I can, now you've got my attention. And with that, I will listen, and I will know that you're looking to do the right thing. And I'm trying to figure out what it is that I can do to help you to accomplish that. But I need to see that honesty. And that honesty will show up. It will. Not only I could be led with somebody that's honest, but it's going to have to be strong. And when I say strength, it's not necessarily, macho kind of guy. That is one thing. It's easier to follow, for me, to follow someone that I know by the looking at his physical layout, that he does live the life that he's trying to lead me in. And I want to go to the extremes on this, try to explain. Okay, in Vietnam, and even now, when I'm in a third world country, or when situations aren't looking good, I'm not gonna some obese type of person is going to come up to me and say, "Come on, we're going to go do what we got to do," because I can see just by looking at him, he's not going to be able to do what we got to do. He's going to get tired. So the physical part, in the way of violence, you're going to have to look the part before I'm going to follow you. So the physical has a lot to do with it, the physical strength. And another part is the mental strength. And you get mental strength by experience. The more experience somebody gets, the more they gain confidence in themselves and their abilities. And then so when they have this confidence that's built through time, then it will show. And that is going to be giving you strength also, something that I can look at you and I'll be able to see you have the strength, the physical and the mental strength to get through this. And the other part would be spiritual strength. Spiritual strength is one of these things where it comes in awful close with, how do you call it, conscience. If you are spiritually strong, you will not try to have me do something that is wrong. I noticed I was watching a video, and if you know anything about me, I'm not big on mercenaries, or what they call them, contractors and this type of stuff. And the one thing that did strike me is, though, this one guy said that he does have his limits, and there's some things that are just plain wrong. And that is spiritual strength. I say, my leader, the one that's going to get me going the right direction, is going to have to illustrate he's got spiritual strength. He's got a sense of right and wrong. There's the one thing that gives me strength and power and the abilities to do things is my spiritual strength. And but it's through my values and my morals. And so there's only certain things, I can only go so far on a certain thing. And then once I see that this is wrong or it's immoral or something like that, then it pretty much stops. So I need to see that in the person that I'm going to be either walking with or someone I'm going to be walking behind. I want to make sure that he is going the proper direction, because that will give us all strength in the way of the spiritual strength. And and then when they display this strength, this physical strength, mental strength, confidence, and spiritual strength, when they show that, that's something that I'm going to be able to get out of it too. So I'm going to become stronger. I'm going to become physically stronger. I'll become mentally emotionally stronger, and I say spiritually stronger. So that's why I need to see that in the person that I'm going to be going with or behind. And the other final thing is he's got to be able to communicate. He's got to have communication skills where I understand. Now, communication skills, it covers a lot of stuff. In big business, you might see it as a memo, if they can word it out right, and this type of stuff. In my world, it's a little different. They have to be able to explain to me. We come to this roadblock, and these people are bandits, and they're going to hurt us. We need to get in the right mindset and all that. So, he's explaining it, setting it up, communicating to let me understand exactly what's going on. And then explain to me exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. What is my goals when this particular thing comes in? Help me understand what this other person's goal is. And as the leader, where is he going to be in all this stuff? We help each other. This is what the leadership is supposed to do, is try to bring us together so we work together at a mutual goal. And it might be multiple mutual goals, but we all have to understand we're all going for the same goals. And we're going to have little goals to reach the big goal. And we have to understand what each one of us is responsible for. And this is what the communications is meant for. Now, as you can see, we don't need to be talking about anything big. You use the same type of structural thinking in a big business, a small business, or not even business. Just in life itself. As a man of the house, you see I make these man up videos. The man of the house has got certain responsibilities, but he's the leader. Okay, and as I wrote in my first book, I talked about, I was thinking about running for president of the United States. But like I say, it's the leadership is what we're looking for. Like now, you look at the leaders we have in our country, either at the federal level, state, or even at the local level. Leadership is really poor. Everything that I've already described, you're not going to see it in all this stuff. These leaders now, they think of themselves. They don't think of us. They don't have all the strengths that I was talking about. Few of them have any kind of physical strength. And then the emotionals and confidence and all this stuff, few have that. And then, and I think it's all boiled down because they don't have the spiritual strength. Because of the greed and the lust for power, they've lost their spiritual strength. And like I say, communicate, they don't. That you look at the communications, it falls under the honesty. They're liars. They lie. They bullshit. They just, it's really, really bad. This is what's got this country of ours is just such a mess, is because of poor leadership, really poor leadership. And that's why it's hard for me to follow the leadership that we have in this country. I guess maybe that's why I left the country. That's on the big scale, but it also falls on the same thing on the small scale. Here, the same thing. The leadership you expect from the law enforcement, or we used to call them peace officers. Now they're not peace officers. Now they're law enforcement because they follow the rules. And the rules is what I'm supposed to follow, and they're wanting to use violence to make me follow the rules. They believe they've got the monopoly on violence. So with that, that's why I'm saying, when that flashing light comes on, if you don't stop, they're going to kill you. I mean, it's to that point where they're willing and able, and they're promoting them to kill citizens. And here in the United States, it's hard for this to be understood. But I say, I'm from third world country in Central America, and so I see this on a daily basis. And everyone does what they got to do down there. And so it's a little different. And that's why leadership is really important down there. And leadership isn't like something you just follow. They're not just, a bunch of sheep down there like they are here. They're aware enough to know that they're being taken advantage of down there. The only thing is, talking about the monopoly of violence. The government's down there, and the bad guys have the monopoly on the violence. So as individuals, they don't have any way to fight back, I guess you say. Even the laws don't even support you. There's no such thing as self-defense down there. You can't defend yourself. Violence is illegal. So when somebody's doing violence on you, all you do is think, oh, well, they're going to go to jail, and you got to put up with all the hurt they're going to put on you if you go by the laws. And it's kind of like the United States. They've got so many laws now that don't even make sense. And but you've got to go along with them or they're going to kill you, So it's, no seatbelt. I'm not going to pay. You're going to die. It takes just simple things. So we've lost our leadership here in the States. Leadership is very important. And I want to make another video on my style of leadership. And I'm not saying it's the best. I'm saying it's what I do. But anyway, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com.